We are now streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. I think it's the Lindsay Beckham Show on Facebook and YouTube, and then it's just Lindsay Beckham on X or Twitter or whatever it is that you call it. I still say tweet when I'm talking about something someone's posted on X. I still use the word tweet. I don't know if I will ever not use that word. We have an exciting day. There is a Education Freedom Select Committee meeting at 2 at the Capitol. Our speaker, Jason White, has put together a committee to talk about education freedom and school choice. They will hold their third meeting at 2 o'clock today. Okay, I think we're straightened out now. So if that's something that you're interested in, I think there are going to be some pretty great speakers talking to us about the last meeting. We had pros and cons. We had 2 speakers who spoke that were for school choice, and then we had 2 speakers that spoke that were against school choice. So I'm not sure exactly who all the speakers will be today. I do know that there's someone from Yes Every Kid coming, and they are pro school choice. They work hand in hand with one of our sponsors here on the Lindsay Beckham Show, Americans for Prosperity. Starla Brown and Stone Clanton over there. They do some amazing stuff, and they are huge advocates for school choice. I think a lot of people don't really realize the many, many reasons why we need school choice, why we need more options. Of course, it's because parents know their children better than anyone else, and they should be the ones deciding how they're educated and what environment is best for that child to learn. They are all unique. Unfortunately, you can't parent all children the same. Same goes for health decisions. Children are different. Their genetic makeup is different. And same with education. You know, a lot of people learn, they're visual learners. There are a lot of people who learn by writing. When I was in school, I had to make note cards and write things, and that's how it stuck in my head. Then you've got dyslexia. You've got autism, which we know is super relevant. Sorry, I think I've caught my breath now. In today's society, and how the rise in autism. So we've got a lot of that in our public school system. We want to make sure that they're getting educated in the best environment possible for them to meet their needs. We see kids who are interested in classes or courses that their schools don't offer. So that's something that school choice where school choice could benefit that family. I fully and wholeheartedly believe that the money should follow the student, should fund the student, and not a system, not a bureaucratic system, not 10 million superintendents with the highest salaries in the country. I mean, that's just not what we need. A lot of times, children are bullied. They're bullied, and the only option is to remove your child from the situation. If you want what's best for your child, if you want them to be out of a bad situation. Then there's also a situation like I'm dealing with right now, and I'm going to break all of that down for you today. I want to talk to everybody about this past week, what I found out, how I feel about it, what I'm going to do about it. I'm disappointed and I'm heartbroken, to be honest. I'm heartbroken. And let me say this, 601-879-0002. If you have any questions or concerns, or if you just want to cuss me out, I mean, I can't let you cuss. I'll have to hit the dump button. But I wanna hear from you. I wanna hear what you think, how you feel. If you have any questions, you don't understand what I'm talking about, I would love to be able to answer any questions that you have. A lot of you that have followed me for any amount of time know that I work for an organization called Moms for Liberty. And in doing so, I've kind of become the joke with a lot of my friends within the organization because I live in Mississippi. Oh, Lindsay, you don't even know. You don't understand how bad it is in these other places. You don't get it because you live in Mississippi in the Bible Belt and you have a super Republican majority. They're not going to let those bad things in your schools. They're going to be more diligent. And a lot of times, I agree. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that our schools are allowing males into female bathrooms. Shout out to the Safer Act, Leslie Davis. We got that done by the skin of our teeth at the very nick of time at the end of 2 sessions ago. And I'm not going to say that we are allowing males to play in female sports. Thank you, Senator Angela Hill. I think that was about 6 sessions ago. We did that before anybody else was really talking about it. So many things I'm proud of that we've done here in Mississippi. So many issues that some of my colleagues and other chapter chairs have to deal with that I don't have to deal with here. I have relationships with a ton of legislators. I can call one of them up in an instant if I have an issue or a problem. If there's a bill that I want dropped, I can make that happen. It doesn't mean it's going to make it out of committee or make it to the floor or get signed off on into law by the governor. Doesn't mean that, but I talk to these lawmakers all the time because these things are important to me. But in working with Moms for Liberty, I came across several members of our organization who are chapter chairs who brought to me or brought to our group of chapter chairs this certain curriculum that they've been finding problems with across the country, might I add. And some of the things that I saw that I was sent shocked me. I couldn't believe it. It's so concerning. It's terrifying, actually. I even brought it up on this show several months ago. Several months ago, my friend Sarah Garriott in Washington, the state of Washington, she posted something in our chapter chair group. I saw it. It shocked the hell out of me. And so I talked about it on this show because I wanted to share how fortunate we are to live where we live. And I wanted to let people know what's happening in these more liberal states in their public education system. I wanted to show how crazy it's gotten. And so I read from the teacher's manual what Sarah had posted to our chapter chairs. Now, it was a lesson about touch. It was written for first graders. But right after it describes what it means to touch something, it asks the children to play a game called Secrets, where they're going to use an equity stick, whatever the heck that is. I don't even know. But I could hear the words and the concepts from this passage, and I knew it was bad, really, really bad. I think as parents, we have this gut feeling, this instinct given to us by the Holy Spirit to protect our children. When we see something or hear something that's not right, we have this discernment, this mother's intuition, if you will. And I'm sorry, but as a mom, when I read about touch and keeping a secret, just one sentence apart, and we're talking to first graders here, I'm sorry, I have a problem. My radar goes off. My mother's intuition radar goes off. Protect your kids, protect your kids, protect your kids. This is not good. That's what I hear being said to me. That's what I feel in my gut, to my core. So imagine how shocked I was to find out that this certain curriculum that activity came from, the name of it is Wit and Wisdom. It was written by Great Minds, which was initially Common Core, funded by Bill Gates himself. We all know what that means, right? If you listen to this radio station, you know what that means. Floored, shocked, heartbroken, angry. It's being implemented this year in an elementary school in Madison County. And then to my horror, I found out that it has been in my children's school. Now, I'm going to tell on myself here. I'm ashamed. I'm angry with myself because I tell people all the time, don't you dare think it can't happen here. Don't you dare think that they're not going to try to put it here. When we're talking about library books or concepts like critical race theory, social emotional learning, diversity, equity, and inclusion. I tell parents that all the time. But I myself didn't do my due diligence because I just knew that mess wasn't in our school. I was wrong. So I'm going to tell you, when we come back, I'm going to tell you how I found out about it, what I did initially, what I'm doing. And we're going to talk about some of the stuff that's in this curriculum that is right here in Madison County, Mississippi, and at least 2 elementary schools that I know of. I will eventually have information and know what curriculum is in each and every school. That's in the works, but shame on me. I got too comfortable. I got complacent. And I didn't do what I should have done. But I'm going to do it now. Y'all stay with us. I'm going to tell you all about it when we come back right here on The Lindsay Beckham Show. Back right here on The Lindsay Beckham Show.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Pure Air Consultants has always been your go-to for reliable and affordable heating and cooling systems, and now we are offering day and night brand to avoid the 25 to 30% increases that everyone is talking about. With day and night, Pure Air Consultants professionals can install a reliable system with a 10-year system warranty, and right now receive $20 off on service diagnostic fees. Call us today, 601-939-7420, mypureairconsultants.com.
Americans for Prosperity is Mississippi's and the country's leading grassroots organization dedicated to promoting economic freedom and personal liberty. Americans for Prosperity advocates for limited government, free market policies, and empowering individuals. When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit americansforprosperity.org. Be a part of positive change at americansforprosperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
Friday night lights, family, and a hot Johnny's Pizza House pizza on the table. Now that's our kind of home. Make it a sweep the kitchen and bring everyone together. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice. Here in the South, we keep our football loud and our pizza loaded. Grab a Johnny's Pizza House, sweep the kitchen, and cheer on your hometown team. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice.
Hi, everyone. This is Matt Wazlowski, owner and general manager of 1039 WYAB. How much money does the state of Mississippi spend on advertising? A little over $10 million each and every year. Apparently, some people think that it's vitally important for the state of Mississippi to promote the Memorial Stadium, the Department of Marine Resources, soybean and rice products, MDOT, the State Fair, and the worst category of all, miscellaneous advertising expenditures for who knows what. And who pays for it all? In most cases, you, the taxpayer. I find that absolutely abhorrent. That's why 1039 WYAB refuses to accept advertising dollars from state government agencies. If you ever do hear a state agency advertising on WYAB, we're not getting paid for it. We stay on the air due to the support of the many businesses that you hear advertising every day on 1039 WYAB. So I only ask that you please tell our advertisers that you appreciate their support of 1039 WYAB. And keep listening.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Whether you're at home, in your car, or on the field, let Shelter be your shield. Come see me, Jamie Creel.
UrgeVet Emergency Vets Madison has been serving your pets for 5 years now. From late night emergencies to weekend worries, we have been here caring for your pets when your regular vet isn't available.
From the moment you walk in the door, our team of veterinary professionals is here to care for your pets at all hours of the nights, on weekends, and holidays. Located at 15 Olympic Way in Madison. Call us at 601-790-1918. UrgeVet, always here when your pet needs us most.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
We are back here on the Lindsay Beckham Show, where I am talking about this curriculum. This curriculum that I found out is in at least 2 elementary schools in Madison County. Curriculum that I thought we would never see in Mississippi. Now I'm really curious how many Mississippi schools actually have adopted this curriculum. So, in the 2nd grade wit and wisdom curriculum, that's right, 2nd grade, there is an entire 9 weeks devoted to social justice. An entire 9 weeks where we want to teach 2nd graders about race. I disagree with that. Do I believe history should be taught? Absolutely. Do I believe that it is important to learn from our past? Absolutely. Do I believe that those mature topics should wait until a child is old enough to understand and deal with the emotion that comes along with that? 1,000,000%. That's not what this curriculum does, though. It starts the race talk in kindergarten. But again, I digress. 2nd grade, 9 weeks, a full 9 weeks of the curriculum focuses on nothing other than that. And there were some teachers in Madison County School District who were concerned about how to teach that. I didn't feel comfortable with it. And I'll tell you what, I'll take their names to my grave. Second grade teachers should not have to worry about telling kids the difference in race and what that means and how you should feel. Here comes the social emotional learning aspect. I want my kids to go to school and learn how to read and write and do math. They don't need to learn anything about social justice in second grade. They don't need to learn anything about how they should feel or how empathetic they should be. They don't need to learn anything socially from the government. That's what they've got their mama for. That's why God put me here. That's what my job is. My job is also to protect those 5 children God gave me. My job is to be a voice for them. My job is to guard their hearts. My job is to train them up in the way they should go. That's my job. My job, not the government's, not the school. Mine. My children, my rules. We play by my rules. This mama calls the shots. Oh, so angry. So I took a deep dive into this curriculum. Now, I had seen it here and there. A quick Google search will tell you the problems across the country, the entire country, with this particular curriculum. Heck, even school districts in Colorado, which I think is like one of the most liberal states in the country, got rid of this mess. It's pure garbage. Don't teach my kid how to keep secrets, especially when you're talking about touch. I teach my kids, if someone touches you, you come tell me. I don't use the word secret. It's what groomers do. So I started posting about it. I started posting some of the things that I was finding. You can go look at my Facebook page and the posts that I've made so far. I sent an email to speak at the next school board meeting. I sent an email to my children's teacher to confirm what I had been told. And she did. And she then followed up by speaking very highly of this curriculum. Of course, I know better. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. That's another thing that really gets under my skin and aggravates me. When I post something, let me explain. If I post something to my Facebook or to my social media and I say, this is what this is what this curriculum is, this is where they're using this curriculum, I can assure and promise all of you 1,000,000%, I will not do that unless I know what I'm talking about. I promise you. I'm not going to post something. I'm not going to go edit some type of photo and try to make this curriculum look bad so that I can get social media views. It's not, that's not who I am and that's not what I do. So if you see something, then I'm pretty sure, or I am 1,000,000% sure that this is a part of this curriculum, and this is the curriculum these schools are using. Or at least that's what I am being told by the school itself. Here's the issue. This is coming from the top down. And I've been saying that. I've been saying that. And I've been begging people to wake up and pay attention. It is not that one of these school principals just pulled this curriculum out of their rear ends. That didn't happen. They were given a very few options, and then they are told which ones come highly recommended. I'll use Scholastic as an example here. So many of our schools across the country automatically look to Scholastic for what they recommend, and then they just order those books. Those are the books that go into the school library every year. When I tell you Scholastic is the most woke organization at this point, it is not the same organization that I bought furry pins and cat posters from when I was a kid. It's not. No, instead, Scholastic pushes gender identity. Scholastic pushes this furry movement. Scholastic pushes demons, demonic books for children. My kids go to Madison Station, and we have an incredible librarian. Incredible. When those books come in every year for the book fair, she stays at that school until the wee hours of the morning, weeding out the ones that she finds inappropriate because they send so many inappropriate ones. But look, somebody dropped the ball this time. I don't know who it was, nor do I care. I don't care who it was. I'm not angry with Madison County School District. I'm angry with the U.S. Department of Education, with the Mississippi Department of Education, who gave these schools these very few options and recommended this garbage to go into our schools. I'm angry that we don't have more options, that I can't be unhappy with a curriculum and be able to move my child to a school where what they use suits our needs because we don't have school choice. That's why I'm angry. But I want you to know what's out there. I want you to know what's in this stuff. And we'll get to that. I got to take another break. We're going to get to what I've actually found in the actual curriculum itself, the ELA curriculum that's being used at Madison Station Elementary and Mansdale Elementary lower. So stay with us. We'll be right back here on The Lindsay Beckham Show. Back here on The Lindsay Beckham Show.
.1039 WYAB.
Did you know that the average 6-room house collects 40 pounds of dust each year? Local business Pure Air Consultants duct cleaning service can rid your home of the dust, dirt, and debris that may be caught in your air ducts. They can eliminate the mold, fungi, and microbes that might be growing inside your ductwork and polluting the air you breathe in your home. Mention WYAB and receive a free UV light with system replacement. Visit online at mypureairconsultants.com. mypureairconsultants.com.
Nick Bain served Mississippi for over a decade in the State House. During that time, he fought for our children by protecting them against explicit materials pushed by the woke agenda. He protected taxpayers by streamlining government and helped create policies that have made Mississippi better. Nick and his team at Bain Bowen will use the same tenacity in helping you with all your legal matters. Call them today at 601-953-2994. Find Nick online at bainbowen.com. That's BAIN Bowen.com.
Friday night lights, family, and a hot Johnny's Pizza House pizza on the table. Now, that's our kind of hunt. Make it a sweep the kitchen and bring everyone together. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice. Here in the South, we keep our football loud and our pizza loaded. Grab a Johnny's Pizza House, sweep the kitchen, and cheer on your hometown team. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice.
CBS News Brief. An NBA head coach and player are among those charged in what authorities say were sprawling schemes to rig sports betting and poker games. Mafia families, too, were said to be involved. CBS's Jake Rosen.
When the federal government brings cases like these with 30 plus people involved, 4 plus different Cosa Nostra or mob families involved, it certainly seems very likely that this case is almost airtight.
Angry protests in San Francisco over the deployment of federal forces. San Francisco's mayor then claimed he spoke to President Trump, and Trump was calling off plans for a federal deployment. And Trump has just announced on social media he will not surge in San Francisco on Saturday. He said the mayor asked very nicely. The average rate on the 30-year mortgage fell to its lowest level in more than a year. On Wall Street at this hour, stocks are higher. CBS News Brief, I'm Cammie McCormick.
Y'all come see us at Flora Animal Hospital, your trusted hometown vet. We offer a wide variety of veterinary services, including boarding. Dr. Kaylee McCary is a Madison County native who has been serving the Flora community and surrounding areas since 2013. She leads our team of highly trained and compassionate women. We are located at 740 Highway 49 in the Cotton Exchange Plaza. Call us today at 601-879-3222. At Flora Animal Hospital, we treat your pets like our own.
Here's a word from John White, the owner of Two Gun Tactical in Flowood and Ridgeland.
I carry a gun every day, all the time. Last year in America, 2 million legal guns were pulled, and it stopped the threat. So I'm really wearing a firearm just to stop the threat. There's more likelihood of me just pulling it and not using it than there is using it. TwoGunTactical.com, TwoGunTactical.com.
Two Gun Tactical, the South's only country club.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today. Like the Kubota L-Series compact tractor, the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., C-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $3,500. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Divini Equipment, serving you in Madison and Jackson. Stop, call, or click at DiviniEquipment.com.
Pure Air Consultants has always been your go-to for reliable and affordable heating and cooling systems. And now we are offering day and night brand to avoid the 25 to 30% increases that everyone is talking about. With day and night, Pure Air Consultants professionals can install a reliable system with a 10-year system warranty. And right now receive $20 off on service diagnostic fees. Call us today, 601-939-7420. MyPureAirConsultants.com.
Health has always been reactive, focused on fixing problems as they happen. But with Blue Primary Care, we're taking a proactive approach, working with you to help you understand your health and empowering you to be healthy. It's time to prioritize you, your health, and your life. The results? Less worrying and more living. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue.
Come together right now.
We are back here on the Lindsay Beckham Show. I did get a text during the break. I'm sorry. I forget to give you guys the text line. That's 601-879-4648. If you want to text in, let me know your thoughts on this curriculum, on the situation that I've uncovered in Madison County, some of the Madison County elementary schools. 601-879-0002 is the number to call and talk with me on air today. One thing I want to say, and I want to be extremely clear about, is that I love our teachers. I love our teachers, especially our elementary school teachers in Madison County. I cannot speak highly enough about them. When my husband died, teachers showed up for my kids day in and day out. One of them took a day without pay from school to come and be with my kids all day, the day of the funeral. One of them would drive to my house at 10 o'clock at night when my oldest daughter was having breakdowns. Those are the kind of elementary school teachers we have in Madison County. I never want people to think I'm attacking them. I am not at all. I'm fighting for them. I'm fighting for our children, for our teachers. Dr. Mulholland at Mansell Elementary was so good to my family. Kara Davis at Madison Station has been so good to my family. Ways I can't even describe. My car broke down on the side of the road one day in Canton. Lori's teacher sent her dad with a wrecker because I couldn't get to the school to pick my kids up. I had nobody else that could go. Dr. Mulholland stayed at the school way past time for her to leave so that someone would be there with my kids until I could get there. These are the kind of people we've got in Madison County schools. I'm not attacking our school district, I promise you. I'm angry with the Mississippi Department of Education only giving these very few options, and I'm angry that anyone thinks it's okay to defend this content when it is so highly inappropriate, especially for children. Especially for children. I was going to read to you just a few of the concerns. As parents, we hold a fundamental right to guide and direct the upbringing of our children's education, ensuring it aligns with our family's values, beliefs, and expectations for age-appropriate learning. The Wit and Wisdom curriculum used in many K-8 schools aims to build literacy, they say, through rich text in history, science, and the arts. While it has strength in teaching reading and critical thinking, many parents across diverse communities, religious, cultural, and political, have raised alarms about the content. These concerns often stem from supplementary text or discussions, not core skills like phonics. It introduces mature and divisive topics. School districts must prioritize parental trust by addressing these issues transparently and offering practical solutions. So, the Supreme Court recently ruled on a case called Mahmoud versus Taylor. Now, that case says that you must provide an opt-out for parents when it comes to issues like this. Now, it does cite a religious reason, but when you dig into this curriculum, boy, let me tell you, you got all the reasons you could ever imagine, because it talks about demons, it talks about cannibalism. It is very, very dark. It starts first grade with suicide ideology, self-harm, drunkenness, affairs, divorce, wishing you would die, racist concepts. There's one book for first graders where it talks about a superintendent pulling Mexican children from a white school and putting them in an all-Mexican school where there's flies all over them and they're behind this fence, and he talks about how they are not clean. They're not clean. They get tuberculosis and lice. Look, let me tell you something. Lice don't discriminate, and I know my kids have had it. It's hell to deal with. And they don't discriminate, and they like clean hair. That's a bad thing. They like clean hair. You keep your kids' hair clean, better chance of getting lice. Good luck getting rid of it. So many issues with this curriculum. Anti-America, anti-church, anti-tradition. I love tradition. In my family, it was a tradition to open one Christmas present on Christmas Eve. It was a tradition to go ride around and look at lights in our Christmas pajamas on Christmas Eve, come home and open one present each and watch Miracle on 34th Street and read The Night Before Christmas. That's our tradition. I love that. It's my tradition to put my Christmas tree up in October because I hate Halloween. I don't like scary and gory. This curriculum is full of nothing but gore and tragedy. I mean, if we're wanting our kids to feel some emotions, well, this is going to make them feel all the depressed emotions. And then we're going to talk about how are you feeling and talk about your feelings. And then we're going to send you to therapy and you're in kindergarten. Why can't we let our kids be kids? This mess is stealing the innocence from children. And it is up to us to stop it. Now, curriculum costs a pretty penny, but I don't care. Someone should have vetted this prior to putting it in our schools. I understand that while certain books and certain concepts are in this curriculum, that doesn't necessarily mean that each individual teacher will go along with that. I firmly believe that we have so many great teachers here in Madison County Schools that they will not go along with that they will choose to skip that book or skip that section. Problem is, there's very few parts of this curriculum that aren't troubling, that aren't questionable, that are age appropriate. Very few parts. In first grade, we talk about seahorses. The seahorse is the only animal where the male carries the babies. We talk about gender fluidity. By the way, gender's not fluid. By the way, gender's not a thing. There are two sexes, male and female. There are 0 genders and there are infinite personalities. Period. End of story. Those are the facts. That's science for you. Trust the science, right? Trust the science. Well, there's the science. So what do we do? Well, I suggest call your kid's principal. Call your children's school. I don't care where you live. I don't care what county you're in. Find out what curriculum they are using. Find out if Wit and Wisdom, the ELA curriculum by Great Minds, is in your kid's school. Call me, text me. You can text me on this text line, 601-879-4648. I will send you what is in this mess. It is trash. It is so disturbing. It is so divisive. This is critical race theory. Your kids are not going to bring home a book labeled critical race theory. That's not how it works. That's not how they do it. They're smarter than that. Critical race theory is implemented. It is snuck in little by little, bit by bit, until your child's radicalized and brainwashed. Until your child believes that if they were born white, they're automatically evil. That if they were born black or Mexican, they're automatically a victim. They're not as good. This curriculum, and hopefully it's not in any of our schools, this is an older part of the curriculum, it divides the kids up in the classroom by their gender ideology or by their gender, whatever it is that they feel that they are that day. I wonder where they put the furries. When, in fact, what we should be doing is denying or refusing to confirm or affirm a lie. If you're born a male, you cannot become a female. If you're born a female, you cannot become a male. Instead of attempting to normalize or desensitize our children from that concept. So many problems. So many problems. We got to take our last commercial break. This show has flown by. I have so much more I want to say. But stay with us. We'll be right back for some final thoughts and to wrap things up here on The Lindsay Beckham Show. For some final thoughts and to wrap things up here on The Lindsay Beckham Show.
.1039 WYAB.
Men, if you answer yes to any of these questions, you could be suffering from low testosterone. Do you have low sex drive? ED, always tired, depressed, loss of muscle mass, obese, loss of focus and drive? You, my friends, need to get your numbers checked. Check out Men's Health of Mississippi, located in Madison, Mississippi, and online at menshealthms.com. Guys, get your numbers checked today. Trust me, she'll thank you for it. I promise. menshealthms.com. Men's Health of Mississippi.
Hey, this is John with MES. That's Mississippi Energy Services. We sell, service, and install all makes and models of home and business generators. One thing that we do different than a lot of other companies is we do all the work ourselves. We don't use subcontractors. We go from the original estimate, the design, to the final product. That way we can control the quality of the job from the beginning to the end. We are online at msenergy.us.
Come see us at Planter Supply in Bentonia for precise fertilizer and seed recommendations from our experts Mike Bates and Walt Shepard. They have over 50 years of combined experience in the agronomic industry, and their knowledge and experience ensures your food plot will be the best that it can be. We carry a full line of summer, fall, and winter food plot seed and deliver it straight to your field in our fertilizer spreaders for your convenience. Come see us at Planter Supply in downtown Bentonia or give us a call at 662-755-8782.
Have you been injured through no fault of your own? Do you know your rights? Don Evans does. Do you really believe that the insurance company would disclose all information to you? Don Evans will make sure that you are fully informed. It costs nothing to discuss your case. From car wrecks to malpractice, Don Evans will make you and your family whole again. Don Evans won't ever charge unless he collects for you. Call Don for a free, no-obligation consultation at 601-969-2006.
Hello, I'm Gary Jolly from the Tractor Store. LS Tractor understands your passion for the land, and just like you, LS Tractor is committed to excellence and superior products. LS Tractor comes with a long list of standard features that are unmatched by other brands and backed with the LS commitment to provide exceptional customer service and satisfaction. You get a lot more for your money with the LS Tractor. Come to the Tractor Store in Richland to experience the LS difference. The Tractor Store in Richland.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
You can show your pride and patriotism in honor of the 250th birthday of this great nation by proudly flying a flag. And a complete flag source on I-55 in Jackson is the place to find it. All sizes for all purposes. And they have the official 250-year celebration flag. Have a look at CompleteFlags.com. That's CompleteFlags.com.
The mowing season is full on here in Mississippi. I'm David Frederick, owner of Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon. The industry-changing Exmark Laser Z commercial mower turns 30 years old this year and has been redesigned with even more great features you just have to see. We have a sale going on with instant rebates, and 0% financing is available too. Stop by our store and let our award-winning staff show you the Exmark difference. Fredericks and Exmark, over 3 decades serving you in Brandon since 1993.
We are back here on the Lindsay Beckham Show for the final minutes of the show today. Again, there is a Education Freedom Select Committee meeting at the state capitol, 2:00, room 113. I will be there because goodness knows, right now I'm needing some school choice so that I can take my kids away from this curriculum that has been put into their schools. Now, I don't know who vetted it, and there's nothing I can do about that at this point. That's in the past. But what we can do is move forward. And what I hope will happen is that this curriculum is removed or swapped out with something more age appropriate that actually focuses on English and language and arts and not on radicalizing and indoctrinating children like this does. I do have a meeting with some people from the school, with the person over curriculum, with some people from the district office. I have signed up to speak at the next school board meeting. I do have faith in our teachers and our principals, and I do believe that they are looking into it. I do believe that they will pull things. Again, I just don't know how much that's going to leave them with, because there's so much of it that's bad. Let me explain real quick. We only have a minute left, but there's a book in the kindergarten section of this curriculum. There's nothing wrong with the book. I would let my kids read the book. Nothing wrong with it at all. At one point, there is I can't remember if it was a Black person or someone in a minority dancing around, and there's a white man on the other side of the door that he can see in and see this man dancing around. Nothing wrong with the book at all. Nothing at all. It's a teacher's manual. The teacher's manual chooses to ask questions, and we want to focus on, why is the white man look so angry? Because he sees the Black man. Why are we doing this to our children at 5 years old? They don't know or notice race until we tell them to. It's divisive. Again, divisive. This is critical race theory at its core, as well as social emotional learning. That's what's happening. I hope we can change it. I have faith that our school system will do the right thing. But I will keep you updated, and I will continue to talk about it. I won't stop until it's changed and until we fix this problem. I will be back here tomorrow on the Lindsay Beckham Show. See you then, same time, same place.